Good evening, everyone. My name is Eli, and today I will be discussing the enduring relevance of Plato's allegory of the cave, and particularly how it relates to our understanding of perception, knowledge, and the freedom in the modern world. This allegory, written over 2,000 years ago, remains incredibly relevant today, especially in our digital world where misinformation and media influence shape our perceptions. Through this presentation, we'll explore key symbols in the allegory connected to digital information ecosystems and consider how it challenges us to pursue enlightenment and progress. Now let's begin with a brief summary of Plato's allegory. Plato asks us to imagine a group of prisoners chained inside a dark cave since birth, forced to face a wall. Behind them are puppeteers who cast shadows using objects and fire. For the prisoners, these shadows constitute their entire reality. One prisoner manages to escape, goes outside the cave and sees the sun, which represents ultimate truth and knowledge. When he returns to the cave to tell the other prisoners what he has found in order to free them, they respond with resistance, preferring the familiar shadows over the uncomfortable truth. Plato's purpose was to illustrate how perception can be limited and how enlightenment requires effort and courage. Now let's examine the symbols in a modern context. The shadows, these represent illusions or false realities. In our world, the shadows represent distorted or incomplete information, such as the curated realities we encounter on social media. The puppeteers represent those who manipulate perceptions. These are the entities controlling information, such as governments, corporations, or even algorithms that prioritize engagement over truth. The sun, the ultimate source of truth and enlightenment, it symbolizes truth and intellectual enlightenment, which we pursue through education, critical thinking, and science. The journey outside the cave represents the difficult path to true knowledge. Understanding these symbols helps us recognize how Plato's allegory applies to our own experience in life. One powerful application of the allegory is to digital information ecosystems. Social media platforms, for instance, create virtual caves by personalizing content based on our preferences. This often leads to echo chambers where we only see information that reinforces our existing beliefs. Algorithms act as puppeteers, prioritizing what we see not based on the truth, but on what keeps us engaged. Consider the spread of misinformation during election or global crisis. These digital caves distort perception and polarize public opinion, demonstrating how modern technology can enslave rather than liberate our understanding of reality. Despite these challenges, Plato's allegory also offers hope. It emphasizes the struggle for intellectual freedom and self-awareness. Technology, while it can hinder, also provides tools for enlightenment. For example, open access education platforms like the internet web and initiatives like fact-checking tools help democratize knowledge and combat misinformation. It also provides freedom to express different individual points of view and gives stage for debates about different kinds of information. The key takeaway is that progress and freedom require active effort to engage critically with the information we consume. This leads us to the question, how do we escape the cave in today's world? Plato's concept of paideia, or self-cultivation, is essential for escaping the cave. In the digital age, this means developing critical thinking, which by questioning sources and verifying facts. Digital literacy, which means understanding how algorithms shape our perceptions, and diverse perspectives, which means actively seeking contrasting viewpoints to avoid the echo chambers we created. With that in mind, we can practice mindful media consumption, use fact-checking tools, and engage in active, thoughtful discussions and debates to break free from our own digital caves. While Plato's allegory is insightful and thought-provoking, it has its shortcomings and limitations. For example, does Plato's idea of single ultimate true reality hold in a world where multiple subjective perspectives coexist? Critics like Nietzsche challenge the notion of absolute truth, advocating for perspectivism instead. Digital technologies complicate the idea of exiting the cave, as they represent fragmented realities, making it difficult to distinguish between the real and the fake, or the true and the false. This prompts us to question whether knowledge always leads to progress and whether truth can be universally defined. In conclusion, Plato's allegory of the cave remains a powerful framework for understanding perception, knowledge, and freedom. In the digital age, it challenges us to critically engage with information and question the realities constructed around us. By fostering education, digital literacy, and critical thinking, we can strive to escape the cave and contribute to a more enlightened and informed society. Thank you for your attention.